Hey, so we have all seen OpenHands, or formerly OpenDevin, from the fantastic team of All Hands. And yeah, to try it out, you need to go to their GitHub, and then you need to run your Docker container. But honestly, I hate Docker on macOS. It just is such a memory and resource hog. So I don't like to do that, and it also requires some kind of it puts some requirements on you to know stuff and to understand what to do. So we build a simple proof of concept. It's a demo of OpenHands running on Daytona enterprise infrastructure, and it simply means it doesn't need anything from you. You just need to sign up. So you can use your GitHub, and you'll have immediate access to a free OpenHands. Let's call it free OpenHands. So essentially, I would suggest to use an empty repo. OpenHands is your ID. You can see here, you can even use VS Code, but we'll talk about it a little bit later. You will get 2 CPUs, 8 GB RAM, and 50 gigabytes of space. Let's call it empty. And also, here you can find, we have a simple plan that gives you enough to experience the OpenHands, but if you want, you can pay for a personal plan with more CPUs, and it allows you more parallel workspaces, but essentially it's just covering our cost on API request to OpenAI. So we're not making any money of this, and it's basically okay. So you can try it. Just run a workspace, create a new workspace. It takes some time. Obviously, as any machine, it needs to warm up, prepare the resources, and then start the OpenHands. Let's give it a bit. Okay, we are now establishing the connection, and we'll soon be inside the OpenHands interface. Here, basically, you can see that agent is initializing. It takes a few seconds. Agent is ready. In the background, as I said, we use GPT-4o for now, and let's try to build an app. So I was brainstorming a little, and maybe we could do a fun thing. So let's create a Procrastinate Pro app to track my procrastination, and the app should also suggest new innovative ways to procrastinate, and will generate a daily score, including a leaderboard. It should have interface to add new records and dashboard to view the records. Now in the background, we are pinging API. It's getting back. So it defaults to Flask in Python. It's suggesting how to create a backend and front end. And I just need to tell it to continue. It's basically creating new apps. Okay, this is well, continue. You see here, it's basically adding files. It also has a browser interface in Jupyter. Okay, insert this into a file. Makes sense, created 2-3 routes, root. Okay. Go create a dashboard. So the whole interaction is basically clicking continue. If you want to suggest something else, you can write. So some basic content, okay, let's do it. And while this is working, while agent is running, okay, so this is the app. We have some templates here. Let's insert this into HTML file, okay. And a beautiful thing with Daytona is that you have also access to a full VS Code in browser. Basically, you can bring in any of your extensions and stuff you like the container JSON file and whatever. So here we see it's checking if Flask is installed. It will install it if necessary. And here, let's do a parallel thing, and let's open VS Code just to see the same files inside. While okay, this is quite quick. So we should see here files, the same files as we see in OpenHands, the templates created, and okay, let's run the app. So the agent has a browser interface, it can run and show you what it built. So it's basically a game of continuously clicking continue button. So yeah, show me in the browser. So it's quite a simple app, and you can see just 2 rounds. So now it will need some interactions on your side and prompting to add more stuff and make it more like a real app. So it started the server. It's running here. Let's try to open this here in the browser. Why is it not open in the browser? So it's even suggesting new stuff like leaderboards, daily score, form for adding records. It should open it now. It's still a bit struggle. These agents are still young and need more development, and it needs some attention from you, the user, to create the final outcome that you like. And the great thing is that you have access to the whole environment here, and you can specify stuff, change it, and whatever. If we want, we could try to run it also here. Pip install Flask. And let's try to run this Python. And you will see here that you can open it in a browser, and we see the full app that was built. And we don't have any records, no interface still to add records. He's just created that. And yeah, that's it. Not glamorous, but working. Gives you opportunity to play. If you have time on your hands, you can play with it, make whatever you want, and we would appreciate if you share it with us, maybe share it on socials and show us what you did. Basically, as I said, you can create only one workspace with a free OpenHands on Daytona, so you would need to delete the workspace in order to create a new one. And also you can also upgrade if you want and try it and play with it, and yeah, have fun.